Good evening and welcome to the Village of Tuckahoe Planning Board meeting. Will you take the attendance, please, Nancy?
Commissioner Nierenberg.
Present.
Commissioner Barra.
Present.
Commissioner Caliano.
Here.
Commissioner Gorman.
Present.
Chairwoman Chairmel.
Present. On our agenda this evening, we only have one item, but we will begin by the minutes being approved for the February 22nd, 2017 meeting. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, call the roll, Nancy.
Commissioner Nierenberg.
4.
Commissioner Barra.
4.
Commissioner Caliano.
Yeah, 4.
Commissioner Gorman.
I'm abstaining. I wasn't here for that.
Okay,
Chairwoman Chairmel.
4. Okay, and if our applicant will please come forward, take the microphone. This is for
Good evening.
good evening.
I already signed in.
Pardon me?
I already signed in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm here to present an application for an awning.
Is the microphone on?
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. I'm here to present an application for an awning for the Central Korean United Methodist Church at, I believe it's 25 Oakland. I've submitted all the sealed drawings. I went to the planning board pre-meeting, I went to the sign and review board meeting, and I went to the building department meeting and submitted all the necessary paperwork along with the proof of the fire assist fabric. I was asked at the last meeting to get a letter from the church. There is some concern that the church was going to operate more than one type of parish out of the building, and I obtained a letter from the pastor. If you want, I could give it to you or to the chairperson.
I think it should be read. Should be read.
Would you like me to read it, Madam Chair?
Pardon me?
Would you like me to read it?
Yes, that's fine.
I don't have my glasses. So
Oh, then
but I'll get it. It says, Central Korean United Methodist Church is patiently waiting for the town permit to install the awning at the door, which is at the Lincoln Avenue. And I heard that the town concerns that the Central Korean UMC is trying to have two different congregations out of the same church building. First of all, that is not true. Central Korean UMC has never planned second congregation. You might confuse with the previous church. Second, Religious Freedom Restoration Act of 1993 is a federal law that it ensures that interests in religious freedoms are protected. Government shall not substantially burden a person's exercise of religion. While the law clearly guarantees the protection, isn't it praiseworthy to let a church use our place if they can't afford to own their own building during time it is not in use? If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. And then it's signed Cheryl Kim, Senior Pastor. So I think what I take of this is that the first paragraph is saying that they have no intention of having a second church in there.
Okay. The other issue that I think had to be cleared up was the fact that the two signs, the one that is presently on the side of the building, and one side of the building, and the one that would be put up would be the same.
If I may, Chairman, I took a picture of the existing sign, and it's the same exact
And
letter.
Right.
it is exactly
Right.
the same.
And the sign and review board approved it yesterday.
A conditional approval,
Okay.
and it is exactly the same.
Okay, fine, good, because I know we received it on email and it was the same, so that cleared up very quickly. Okay, would you like to discuss any points that you think we should consider?
Oh, I think it's pretty basic. It's a rather tiny awning, as well set back from the property line. And at least to me, I don't think I've been to numerous planning meetings in a lot of towns for 29 years. I don't think there's really any issue with it as far as the construction or anything on my end.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, I think that it was better to put the sign where you have it now, rather than to be on Lincoln Avenue, because that's a very busy street. So this is not a Lincoln Avenue sign? No.
I'm confused. I didn't do the sign. We're just putting graphics on the awning.
Yeah, he's just doing the graphics on the awning. The sign,
I'm sorry, sign, the awning, okay.
We didn't pull the permit or the application to put up the sign that's there now. That was
Yeah,
done by
okay.
someone.
I'm
Why don't you
sorry.
identify yourself for the record?
Gregory Sahagan from Gregory Sahagan and Son Awning Company, 18 North Central Avenue, Hartsdale, New York, 10530.
What are you responsible for in this project?
Just to put the awning up.
Okay. So make sure we look at everything.
and Bill, you checked all the specs on it. It's okay?
Okay.
And the structural drawings you brought back to us showing how the awning's gonna be configured, and it's all in line with, what we asked previously.
Yes, it's also been stamped by a licensed New York State engineer.
Yep. Got it.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Well, I think you need
You need
to
a
clarify what the
motion.
motion
We have a
is, and then you have to do the public hearing.
I'll read the,
No, you have to open you have to make a motion to
Right,
open the public
but-
hearing.
Okay, but, okay. I make a motion that we open this to a provide a public hearing for this project. Is there anyone here who wishes to make comment?
I think that motion would need to be seconded, and then
Yes, yes, I am.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, now, there being no one here, do we have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And do we have a resolution regarding this project?
Yes. Pursuant to the regulations of SECRA, this board finds that, one, the action taken herein is an unlisted action subject to the requirements of SECRA and its implementing regulations. This board is in possession of all information reasonable necessary to make the determination as to the environmental significance of the proposed site plan application. That the action taken herein shall not have a significant adverse impact on the environment, and it is declared that a negative declaration is hereby adopted with regard to this action.
Okay. All right. And can we combine the second page as well, or do we have to have
Sure,
separate
I think you
votes
should
on?
probably take a vote on that.
Oh,
the
separately.
seeker motion, just do it
Okay.
separately.
All right. All in favor of passing this resolution, please so state. Nancy?
Commissioner Nierenberg.
Four.
Commissioner Barra.
4.
Commissioner Caliano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gorman.
4.
Chairwoman Caramella.
4. Okay. And would you read the
Okay.
next?
Sure. The following is the resolution and decision of the Planning Board of the Village of Tuckahoe. Based on the submissions of the applicant and hearing that the applicant at the work session and public hearing, this board finds that the applicant has met its burden and satisfied the requirements under Section 7-1 of the Village of Tuckahoe zoning code. We therefore approve the applicant seeking to construct a new canopy at the premises located at 25 Oakland Avenue.
Do we have any person from the community who would like to make comment? There not being anyone, therefore, let us proceed. We have a vote? Yes, the second, yes, please.
Okay. Commissioner Nierenberg.
Four.
Commissioner Barra.
4.
Commissioner Caliano.
Four.
Commissioner Gorman.
4.
Chairwoman Caramella.
4. Okay, good luck to you.
I have a question of, I'd like to raise a different point. It's not dealing with this, not dealing with this application, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is directed to our building inspector. I'm noticing here that it looks like we have the gas station that is not going to be heard tonight, but it raises a concern that I've heard from a couple of constituents. I'm assuming that 8 Marbledale Road is the gas station on the corner, is that correct? Yes. Okay. The zoning for that area is the zoning that applies to the rest of Marbledale? What is that, commercial, business?
General business.
General business? Are there sound or decibel levels that are applicable to that zone or that particular site, the gas station?
Yes?
Okay. Can you tell me, do you happen to know them off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
All right, because there have been complaints about the sounds of the cars going through the, I don't even know what to call it, the washing apparatus, and that the exit flaps, as they come through the exit of that, are making a loud sound way past 11:30 at night, and I've heard that complaint. So my concern is, what are the applicable decibel or sound levels? And is there a time constraint on when that operation can continue to operate or end? Obviously, you don't have to answer now, but I'm hoping I could get some information on that.
Okay.
All righty? Yeah, and then again, it would seem to me, I've read the code here and there over the years. We tend to have drafted a fairly general code. So I'd be surprised if there are specifics that deal with something like the exit flaps on a car washing apparatus. However, I don't know if it does or doesn't include that, but maybe there's some additional specifics about that are applicable, that is applicable to a car washing operation. And if so, I'd like the specifics on that. And if there are none, then just let me know that there are no specifics, and maybe that's something we should be looking at, or that should be taken up
Sure. We can go
by
back
this,
to, we can go
this
back to,
new
the-
zoning committee that I hear is coming into being. That's all.
sure, we can go back to the office and pull out the code and take a look at it, and we can discuss it if you like.
We could? Thanks.
Is there any other business that anyone?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
A second? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Good evening, everyone.